welcome to Real Food. I hope you're all doing well. London is still in the lockdown, and last time I was recording my videos I thought tier 3 or tier 4, no, I can't remember, I think it was tier 3. I thought that was bad enough, and I thought it could never get any worse than that. And we're about to actually remove all these restrictions altogether. But now we are, I don't know what tier it is anymore. I think it's 5. I think they've made up this number. So it's yet another lockdown, the third time. I don't know, fourth. Or I mean, it feels like we've been in this lockdown forever. But anyway, I've got something lovely to do today. I'm going to cook my one of my favorite dishes, and it involves rice. And the reason why I mention rice is that it is such an amazing and useful, versatile, nutritious, and easy to store item in these difficult times, because good quality rice can literally last for years. You can store it. You can keep it for years, and after years of storage it will be nutritious, it will be delicious. I mean, it might start, degrading some of its nutrients after years, but we're talking literally years, and you can have, all sorts of quantities, large and small, and it's very easy to store it. It's quite a neat, clean, and beautiful product to store. So, what I'm going to do today, I've got my rice, again, my favorite Japanese rice, and I'm going to show you. Okay, cooking rice can be a little tricky, but it doesn't have to be. I mean, the first thing you need to do to make a perfect rice is to arrange appropriate doughs. Quantities and weights are very important here. So today I'll be cooking 100 grams just for one person. It's a perfect size. I mean, in fact, for one person you could cook more, but 100 grams is ideal, really. And it's so easy. For 100 grams, you soak it, you wash it first very, very thoroughly. 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. Okay, this is 100 grams now. Just a little bit more. And you wash it thoroughly, you soak it for 30 minutes, you add, for 100 grams, you add 120 milliliters of water, and you cook it for 10 minutes, literally, just 10 minutes. Well, with soaking, it's another half hour, so it's half an hour and 10 minutes. But altogether, I mean, you can see it's not that difficult. You just need to follow the correct procedure, and your rice will be perfect. You don't even need special equipment. Look at my, what I'm using here. It's just an average saucepan, really. Now, what is also important is what you're going to eat with your rice. I mean, you can have meat curry, you can have vegetables. Today I'll be doing vegetables. It's going to be carrots and spinach. And I'm thinking maybe I could add some garlic into my frying pan, or onion, depending on what you've got really in your fridge or in your larder. So, but I've got some carrots left, so I'm going to be doing carrots, and they're really good for your eyesight. So we've got our rice in the pan, and now it just needs to be washed thoroughly, and then it will be soaking for 30 minutes. Okay, I'm just going to show you, when you wash your rice, look how muddy the water is. You can hardly see your rice in there. So it's really, really muddy. I mean, you need to wash something like 10 times until the water becomes very, very clear. And let me drain this water. Okay, that's my second wash. Look, in my second wash, the water is already better, but it is still too muddy. Can you see how muddy it is? It's really, really muddy. So you need to wash more thoroughly. Okay, so second wash. This is my third wash. See, water is still muddy, but you can now see some of my rice, right? So you can really see it. But that's still not enough. Look, it's still very, very muddy. Okay, we're going to wash it again. So it's the fourth wash now. Okay, see the difference between water. Okay, it's getting better, but still too muddy. If you ask me, this is too muddy. So here we are. We're going to to drain it. So fifth one, I'm not even going to show you the fifth one, I'm going to drain it. Six. Okay, 6 is still not good. So I'm draining my 6th load of water. 7th. Okay, 7th is getting better. Still not good. 8th. Okay, well, 8th load of water. Have a look. Okay, water is definitely getting clearer, but still. Okay, so 8th, I'm draining it again. 9th. Not good enough. So my 10th load of water. Have a look. There's still too much starch in it. So I reckon it will be 15 rinses. So this is my 10th. Okay, 10th is gonna be drained now. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. I'm going to show you now. 15th. So 15th rings. That's pretty good, I think. Well, this 15th rings is now going to stay, and I'm now going to put it on a timer for 30 minutes. So it needs to be soaked for 30 minutes. Here's my beautiful egg timer. So I'm going to put it on 30 minutes. Here we are. So in 30 minutes time, this water will be again drained, and then a fresh load of water will cook this rice for 10 minutes. Okay, so, and while my rice is soaking, I'm going to prepare my carrots. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to peel them, and I'm going to cut them into small strips, and these small strips will be much easier to fry, because otherwise it will take too long to cook. Your carrots take surprisingly long time to cook. So okay, so my peeling is going well, and now I'm going to get rid of this side, and I'm going to get rid of this side. Okay, so second one. Right. And the third one, a tiny one. So here we are. Peeling is mainly done. So now I'm going to cut them into small strips. So this can go in half. This is what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to do it this way. So and these strips are small enough to cook fast, but at the same time they're large enough to maintain some shape. Okay, here we are. Right, okay, so what we're going to do, these carrots will eventually go into my frying pan. But you know what, before I start frying my carrots, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with my spinach. So with my spinach, I'm going to put it into my frying pan, and then I'm going to steam it gently. So now hot water goes over it, and then I'm going to steam it a little longer on low heat. So with my spinach, I'm going to put it into my frying pan, and then I'm going to steam it gently. So now hot water goes over it, and then I'm going to steam it a little longer on low heat. And so my spinach goes on heat, and what I want to do, I want to really make it fairly smooth and soft and easy to manage, because it's going to go on top of my rice. So I want my spinach steamed, and basically it will reduce in size, and it will be almost like a sauce, like a green sauce for my rice. And here's my rice. It's still soaking. Let's check my timer. Okay, it's been soaking now for 20 minutes. And you see, you've got plenty of time to prepare your meat or vegetables or sauces for your rice while it's soaking. So this 30-minute soak is really useful. So the time is not wasted. You are really just using this time to prepare your topping. So it's only a couple of minutes. It doesn't take long for your spinach to cook. Look, it's been a couple of minutes on high heat, and there you go. It's softened, and it's now ready to be transferred. Well, at least this batch. So, my kneeling. Oh my God, kneeling. Okay, never mind. So this batch is now. Oh, look at this steam. This batch is now going onto this plate. Steamy. Look at this steam. Okay, so I'm literally just transferring, and I'm going to use some more actually. So I'm going to reuse this water, and I'm going to have another run of spinach. So it's gonna go like this, and my cover that nearly broke goes again, it covers it. There you go. So now I'm ready to do my second batch. So I'm going to put it on heat again, literally just for a couple of minutes. So this is what it looks like when it's cooked. This will go on top of rice. In fact, before it goes on top of rice, I'm going to also cook it with oil with my carrots. And it will be then that orange and green paste. And I'm thinking I might add some curry. Yeah, I might add a little bit of curry or some spices into it, and it will make a perfect topping for my rice. So there you go. While we were chatting, So this spinach is nearly ready again. So I might even switch off the heat. So the heat goes off. And my spinach is practically there. That's it. It's nice and soft. So here we are. I can now transfer it again. So it just needs a very gentle steam session. And hopefully my camera won't be completely covered in steam. But that's it. I mean, you get the idea. So you get your spinach to a manageable condition where it can then further used with your carrots or other vegetables. In the meantime, while my rice is soaking and carrots are cooking, I wanted to show you what happened with one of my large onions. Look at this. It started growing these shoots, and I'm not even putting it into water or anything. It just simply produces these gorgeous spring onions by itself. Well, it's in a nice warm space. I'm just thinking maybe I should put it in water and then these will start growing much faster. Or maybe I'll just keep it for a while as is. What do you reckon, guys? I mean, you know, I normally, from what I remember, you put it in water and then it starts growing, these spring onions. But in this case, it's just doing it by itself. Well, let me know, guys, what you think. It might be useful if you're growing your own spring onions. So I've now got my carrots in the frying pan. I'm going to add some olive oil. And I found a couple of cherry tomatoes. They will be frying with my carrots. So, and this is what will happen with my spinach now. I'm not going to put it immediately into the frying pan. I'm going to allow my carrots to simmer a little. And once they've softened a little, because carrots, again, they take quite a long time, and I don't want my spinach to overcook. So once they've simmered in the olive oil for a little while, I will then add my spinach. So I'm going to reduce the heat now to fairly low heat, because I don't want them to burn. And what are we doing for time? Let's check time again. So we've now got, it's 15 minutes. So we've got 15 minutes left. That's perfect timing. So in these 15 minutes, my carrots will be cooked, my spinach will be added. I will come up with some kind of spicy addition to this topping. I might use my Japanese curry block, or I might use my I've got maybe Thai curry or some other curry, or I might just make up my own curry. So just some spices. Yeah, and then it will be ready. Okay, while my rice is still soaking, I've still got about 10 minutes, I think. Yeah, about 10 minutes left. I've been checking my larder, what I've got in terms of curries, and I found this, I'm surprisingly very low on my curry sauces. So, and I found this Waitrose creamy, mellow Korma paste. I actually really like Korma. It's very mild and sort of creamy. And then I've also got these green curry. Green curry can be quite spicy. Oh wow, look at this. 4 peppers. And this is spicy. Oh, this one has only 1. So 1 pepper is very mild, and 4, this is quite strong. But you know what, I might only need just a tiny bit of green. You see, that's the difference. And I also found this spiced blood orange from Fortnum & Mason. So this one is I've already opened this. This looks gorgeous. And it's sweet. So I might actually try a little bit of green and a little bit of this, mixing together with my carrots. And I'm going to save my korma for a little later, maybe for fish and chicken or something like this. Yeah. So my rice soaked for 30 minutes, and it's now ready to cook. So I first put it on very high heat, and as it comes to boil, it will need just 10 minutes to cook. So my rice has now been cooking on slow heat about 5 minutes, but you can see the water is already evaporating, and eventually there will be less and less water left in the pan, and my rice will be ready in about 5 minutes, I reckon. But in the meantime, look what's been happening with my spinach. So this is going well, and you know what, I'm now changing my mind. I'm thinking for this type of vegetables, a korma sauce will be better, because Thai is too spicy, green Thai, and I will need very little, and that means I won't be able to spread it very easily. So I decided to change. I'm going to use my korma. So it's going to be carrots, spinach, and korma sauce. So here we are. So here we are. What I've done now, I've transferred my carrots and spinach on top of my cooked rice, and I've added my korma paste. And I'm going to leave this pot now for another 10 minutes or so for korma paste to melt and to infuse my carrots and spinach. And then after about 10 minutes it will be ready to eat. So hopefully this was useful for you. Let me wish you bon appetit, and we'll chat again soon.